probably can't see it. You kind of can't, it's blurry. But look at that, look at all the goop in there. And I've been using this to transfer beer with. It's horrible. I got a new one today though. Here's the recipe. Classic Rauchbier. Rauchbier? 1 gallon, starting with 2 gallons. Here's the grain. Trying to turn it a little red as an experiment for fun. Here's the gravity, estimated IBU, color, ABV. Mashes 6 quarts of water at 160 at a steep temperature of 152 Fahrenheit, and a batch sparge at 1.38 gallons. So that's a third of the grain, roughly, maybe just under. We do this for about 30-40 minutes. I've gone an hour before, but I don't think it's necessary. What I did this time is I did a lot less charcoal. So it's only about 100 degrees in there. It's not too bad. It's not going to scorch the grain. I'm going to dab it with water occasionally still. This is hickory. I don't think it matters. People do beechwood, I've heard, but smoke is smoke at this point, right? Wow, I can already smell the smoke. It smells like burnt popcorn, kind of. Is that a good thing? It is pretty absurd. I'm mashing in a 1 gallon batch in a 10 gallon mash tun. But it's all I have at the moment. I think I should have probably treated this water for this one. I haven't been doing any distilled water for most of my beers because my sulfites are so high, and sulfites give that bitterness, enhanced bitterness to the beer, or they can. I think they're like 250 ppm, and I think somewhere their standard is like 150. But I think the chloride to sulfate ratio is more important. I've heard people do like a 1 to 3, so meaning like if your sulfates are 150 ppm, your chloride needs to be about 50. But then you have the Burton on Trent water, the historical water. You're looking at like 700 ppm for the sulfites. Really high, really salty. 257 should be all right. But it's more for a bitter beer, and I'm doing a Rauchbier, so it's not I'm the best, but whatever. So I don't know, shake, rattle, and roll, baby. I'm gonna test the pH of this. You can see what pH meter this is and how I set it up in one of my older videos somewhere up here. There'll be a link to it. Pull off a little wort, cool it down. It's close. It's not terrible. 5.5, 5.49. It's really close. Man, that's with 3 ounces of acid malt for a 1 gallon beer. That would mean that's 8% of acid malt. So I'm gonna have to start cutting my water, I think, a little bit to cut down that alkalinity. Okay, I'm gonna throw like a drop or two of lactic acid in this. I think that should be good after that. I'm not gonna retest the pH this time. I found recently that if I just add a couple drops of lactic acid to it, it gets me down to about where I want it. Last time it was a starting pH of 5.9, and 6 drops of lactic acid got it down to 5.4. It's at 5.5 now, so 2 drops of lactic acid should get me down to about 5.4 or 5.3. So it's fine. Even 5.5, it's high, but it's not like egregiously high. I'd like to actually stir the mash a little bit sometimes. I find that you might get a little bit more conversion that way. You'll notice that pro brewers will have rakes going through their mash for the entire time. What works for them probably could work here, right? This is why you don't mash in a 10-gallon mash tun for a 1-gallon batch. That was 12 degrees over the course of an hour. Alright, fine, I'll buy a 5-gallon mash tun. Beauty of doing a 1-gallon batch. It takes no time to heat anything up ever. This is almost done, this is almost done. It's going quick. $10.27. That's good. That's exactly what my pre-boil is supposed to be. And my post-boil is supposed to be around 10.55. But I'll take 10.50, 10.52, somewhere in that range, which is probably my guess is where it's going to be in. But yeah, so far so good. So I walked away for a little bit, for about 5-10 minutes, and this was already really low. Look what we got here. Look at that. It's barely going. I have like 20 minutes left. But I have a backup. I have a backup. $10.46. That is low. I was going for 10.52 or 3, so that's not good, but whatever. I missed on this one, and that's okay. I wonder if my grains that smoked got a little bit too hot. I heard that can denature some of the enzymes that are in the grain. It started off around 100 degrees Fahrenheit when it was first started smoking, but then it got closer to 250 range. I kept trying to open it as much as I could to let cool air in, but I really need a cold smoker to do that properly. But I don't know if that's really it. It's fine, it happens. So it'll be like a session Rauchbier. That's a thing, right? Rauchbier? Rauchbier? That's as good as it's gonna get. I didn't shake this very well. Good thing I only need a little bit of it. There it is. There it is. That is probably too much yeast. Is there too much yeast ever? We're supposed to get a bunch of ratings starting tonight. I hope they know. They did it. They got their close down in time. Because it's coming. It came. Good thing I took their close down.